Okay, so let's go there first. End of yesterday's notes. This is where I ended it yesterday, I believe. Yes or no? With the perpendicular bisector? Okay, let's just review that one last time. Perpendicular bisector, it can come in any form. It could come in a line. It could be a line segment. It could be a ray. But you have to realize whatever you bisect has to be a line segment. Anybody want to tell me why I cannot bisect a line? Why is it humanly and mathematically impossible to bisect a line, Isaac? There's no midpoint to a line. Same reason why I cannot bisect a ray. There is no middle. So the only thing you should be bisecting in here are segments and angles, of course, but I'm talking segments in particular. All right. So I had EF, bisects is the perpendicular bisector. It was perpendicular, that's why I have the right angle symbol here. And it bisects CD, so that's why I have the hash marks. If it does bisect, where's it got to go through? What is this point right there? That is the midpoint of CD. So we said, hey, speaking of midpoint, I know how to find the midpoint given my compass. I open up my compass more than half the length, swing an arc, open it, go to endpoint B, swing the same arc. Okay? And I draw my line through, and that is my perpendicular bisector, that line. All good there. We okay on perpendicular bisector now? All right, now I just want to talk about the term bisector because it does not have to be perpendicular every time. Here we go, next page of your notes there. I have come up with a scenario for you. My first scenario says XY bisects AB. XY bisects AB. So I need to know from you guys first, what is getting bisected? What is being cut in half? AB is being bisected, cut in half. So what I need you guys to do not use your compass. We don't have time right now. Just draw line segment AB. And we are going to bisect it, cut it in half with what line segment? XY. Hey, does it say anything that it needs to be perpendicular? No. The only thing I have to worry about is that XY goes through the what of AB? Midpoint. That's all I need to worry about. I could care less that it forms a right angle or not. So I need you guys to eyeball this right now, a line segment XY that would cut AB in half. And again, does not need to look perpendicular. And call that XY. One thing I'm missing. Hash marks. On what? AB or XY? AB. Good, because that's the one getting cut in half. All good. So that's what that diagram looks like. Flip the script on. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Flip the script. AB bisects XY. I am going to do the same diagram right now. I want to know what changes, though. All right, I'm going to do the same diagram. What's got to change? What's got to change, Sydney? Where are they now? On XY, because XY is being cut in half. And now a challenge to you. We won't get here until next unit, but can they bisect each other? Yeah, which means what? They cut each other in half. So what else would I need to put on my diagram? Some type of, not two of them in my case, but hash marks on A and B, yeah. Okay, so they can bisect each other. All right, now let's grab our compass and straight edge. Read my directions right now. I need a line, so put arrows on it, that bisects AB, but what's my condition? Has to pass through X. So here's what I cannot have. I don't want that line. That may bisect it, but it doesn't go through X, right? But can I still use that construction to help me out? I'm not going to show you a new one. Can I still use this construction to help me out? Yes. All right, so go ahead, take your compass, put it on A, and do what with it here, kids? Open it up more than half the length. Yeah, that looks more than half. Now where? What do you mean other side? Because I only asked, I'm not being picky, Riley. I only asked that because I have seen kids put the compass point there on the intersection. Other side meaning? On point B, the other end point. Thank you. All good? Questions there? Okay, now, can you draw the line in? Yeah, that's not the one I'm looking for, but it may help you. Or you can line up your straight edge and mark the one on AB. Do you use your straight edge? Mark the midpoint on AB. And then line up your straight edge with X in the midpoint and bisect it for me. I just want you guys to realize they do not always have to be perpendicular when I say the word bisector. And then still not done? Hash marks. Where, on the line or AB? Questions there? You okay on this term bisector now? It just goes through the midpoint. Can it be perpendicular? Yes. Is it required? No. All right. Next up. Now let's go back to perpendicular. Tell me, hey, what are you thinking about when you see this word here? Perpendicular. What's going through the mind? Right angles. Right angles are formed. Done. Right angles are formed. So what I need right now is basically a line that looks like that. Not, well, a little better than that, but using our compass and straight edge. Okay. Hey, kids. That going to work? That construction going to work at all? No, it'll be perpendicular, right? But what won't happen? It won't go through P. Won't go through P. So here is the fifth and final construction I'm going to show you for this unit, because we have 4 already. Here's the, because this one doesn't work. We are all in agreement. So I don't have anything else that works. So here's the fifth and final one. It's, oh, shoot. There you go. It's got to go through what point? Put your compass on that point then. And what you have to do is the following. You got to play around a little bit with your opening of your compass, how wide or how closed it is. What I need, guys, is an arc that goes through AB, 2 spots. 2 spots. So basically a happy face. All right, a smile. That's what I'm looking for here. So play around with your compass. See if you can indeed Everyone have one here? We good? Okay, real quickly, because this is going to happen to you sooner or later. Maybe not today or tomorrow's test, but sooner or later this will happen, where you will put your compass point on a point P, and you'll go to make an arc, but you can only make it intersect in one spot. Like I go here, and then all of a sudden it goes off. Anybody know a solution, quick solution to that? If somehow you make an arc, and there is no matter where you put your compass or how wide or how close you put your compass, you can only make it intersect once. What can I do here? Yeah, you can extend it. Okay, so if that happens to you, extend your line so you get to hit twice. All right, from here now, I always like to, the next 2 arcs, I always like to open my compass up just a bit. All right, someday down the road, I'll tell you why. How many points of intersection do you have? Put your compass on one of them. And go ahead and make an arc down below. These next 2 arcs should be intersecting and have the same opening on your compass. And then where do you think I'm going to go next? I put it on one point of intersection. What's next? Other point of intersection. Yep. And hopefully they line up. The point of intersection lines up right below P. And you guys can make a perpendicular line for me. What should go on the diagram? Hash marks? Did I bisect this? I didn't cut this segment in half. All I did was make what? A perpendicular line which forms right angles. That's it. Everybody okay? No hash marks. I didn't bisect anything. Did not bisect anything. Anything? Anybody having any issues here? Okay, what is the difference between that construction and the one right at the bottom? What is the only difference? Tell me, what's the only difference? Look at the two. What's the only difference? Other than it's I know a line segment and a line, but what's the big difference? Where's point P now? On the line. Guess what? Doesn't change the construction. Put your compass point on P. Now you can make a frown or a happy face now. Just make it intersect twice. And then open up your compass a little wider. Go from each point of intersection. Looks good, everybody. Looks good. Perfect, perfect. And it does say construct a line, right? So make sure you got arrows on yours. Hey, I'm watching, it's hurting me right now watching some of you guys struggle, and the only reason you're struggling is because you're having trouble with your compass, like actually turning it and stuff. Let me give you a little piece of advice. And take it or leave it. It's up to you. I need this arc to intersect in how many spots? You do not have to draw the full arc. Ready? I only want the points of intersection. That's all I'm concerned about. So if you guys are really struggling doing the full arc, just get me what I need. Give me the points of intersection, and that's it. Okay, so just something to think about if you're struggling doing the full arc, because it's tough. All right, especially when you're new at this, just do what's necessary. Okay? All good. Because now I'm going to go one by one on the homework before I start talking about tomorrow's unit test. All right, because I know I put you in a bad, that's on me. I put you in a bad spot with the homework. All right, that's on me. Okay, so number one, I don't think should have been an issue at all. Right? Number one shouldn't have been an issue at all. Open up your compass more than halfway, swing it, go to point B, swing it, draw it down, put a right angle symbol and hash marks. We're good to go. Okay, let's discuss now. Guys, I don't have the time to do out every single step, but we will at least talk about what you should have been done for this one. All right, a 45-degree angle. Okay, 45-degree angle. How do I get to a 45-degree angle? First of all, how do I get there? Because there's no magic construction that does a 45-degree angle. How do I get there, Emily? Make a 90 and bisect it. Now, I would 100% understand, guys, if you just free-handed a 90-degree angle and bisected that. That would have been fine, but not anymore. What did I just show you over the course of the last 15 minutes of class? What did I show you? How to make your own right angle, all right? So for this one right here, right? So for this problem, from now on, or maybe tomorrow's test, I would expect you to draw a line and a point, construct your own 90-degree angle. This is awful, I know, this is awful teaching, but it saves time. Construct your own 90-degree angle, then bisect it. Good? You think that's bad? And I've been walking around a lot here today. You think that's bad? All right. Everyone good now? So if you free-handed your own right angle and bisected it, I'm totally okay with that. I like the thinking, honestly. But now make your own right angle using your compass. Okay? Any questions on that one? How to make the 45? Okay. Next up, multiple choice should have been, I don't want to say any issue, but you could have answered that. What do you do? What do you construct to find the midpoint? Which one up here? How do I find the midpoint? What do you got, Charles? Construct the perpendicular bisector, yes. All right, now we had a real tough one, which was, hey, how do I do a 135-degree angle? And I gave you a little hint. I don't know how helpful it was, but I need to combine constructions. What two angles that I know of that I could add up and still get a 135-degree angle? Go ahead, Jack. Yep. 90 and 45. Now, if you free-handed your own 90, that's fine. But ready real quickly? Make a 90-degree angle, right? Just like we showed, do the happy face and the two arcs below. So you do get a right angle. So you do get a right angle. How do I get the 45 again? Bisect, that's a construction if you want to come in after school and review, that's great. If not, you're on your own. So I bisect, let's say I bisect this 90-degree angle, going the other way. This 90-degree angle right here. Does everyone see the 90 and the 45 I want to add together? Okay, and then finally here is 135 degrees. Okay, so construct a 90, and if you free-handed it, that's fine. Bisect the one next to it, you got 90 and 45. All good. Yes, Patrick. Charles, sorry, go ahead. No, because what do I always ask you never to erase? Your marks, and that's how I can tell. Okay? Anything else on this? And then finally, you had to draw me a right triangle. Okay? I will go over this one with you step by step. Okay? A right triangle at C. So some of you may have just free-handed it, and I understand that because you didn't know how to make a right angle, but we do now, don't we? Okay, ready? I need a right angle at C. Where should I put my compass point? On C. And this is exactly what I was just talking about. Ready? You're like, okay, intersect how many times? 2. It's not happening. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. Compass math magician. I don't care who you are. It's not happening. All right, everyone take a look. No chance. I don't care where I put my compass. It's only going to hit once. So what was my suggestion? Extend your ray. Yep. Extend it. Now look at that. Now I can make it hit twice. I can open up my compass a little wider and go from each point of intersection. And then there it is. right angle, and then you can draw that third side anywhere you want, guys. You can draw it here. You can draw it on the other side where you extended it. Everything's a right triangle here. Okay? All good? So now we know how to make a right angle. We do not have to draw it by hand anymore or freehand it. Okay, you ready to talk about this test tomorrow? Okay. First thing I need you to go to is go to page, I believe it's 30, yes? Page 30 in your notes. Every unit test we have this year, I will always provide ample amounts of practice problems. All right? You have, I believe, 13 practice problems in your packet right now, 13. All right, to try out. I will not be checking them at all. This is totally what you want to do with it, what you think you need. As soon as you walk through the door tomorrow, I'll hand you the test. Okay, I'm not going to go over any of these, not going to look at them if you did them or not. That's your call. Okay, go to the last page on page 34. Not only do I provide questions in the packet, I also provide textbook questions that you could try. Everyone see the list of textbook questions I'm recommending at the bottom. Your call again. I'm not going to look at it. That's your call. Whatever you think is going to get the job done for you to be successful tomorrow. Because I know a lot of you want a shot at redemption from what you did on your quiz. Okay? Where can you find the answers to all of these? Up on Aspen, and I'll just show you that real quick. Just so you don't get confused where they are. Log in. Boom, boom. Okay, just same place you've been hopefully looking at your homework answers if you've been doing that. Unit 1, homework answers the week of the 16th, and there it is, answers to geometry Unit 1 review. And that is both packet answers, guys, and book answers. Okay, they're all there for you. Okay, all there. All right, so that's where you can go to review and prepare. Specifics. Here are the specifics of the exam. 17 points, 17 points, yeah, right. 17 questions, 45 points. I say know your formulas. How many? Should be 2 formulas. What's one of them? Okay, let's talk about that one real quick then. Could you use Pythag? Yes, but you're never going to know if I put fractions or decimals on this. So distance, what is the distance formula? D equals big square root. Underneath is 2 parentheses. What's in the first one? Plus. There you go. I've been going over this with every class because I saw it on the quiz. After you are done squaring what's inside this parenthesis, what type of number always do you get out? Positive, yeah. You should never have a negative length, okay? Never have a negative length. And what's that other formula I'm going to suggest you remember? Midpoint formula, yes. So let's review that one real quick. That one would be I'm just joking. Over 2. Okay. Everyone good? And look, one construction only. And I'm going to give a little more information about it. It's just not going to be a basic one. Like here's an angle, copy it. Here's an angle, bisect it. It is going to be, I call it a unique one where you have to use multiple constructions, very similar to 135. Okay? I will give you this hint though. We've done this in class already. The construction I put on there, we have done it in class already. It is in your packet. Okay? It is, hey, not word for word, but we've done the construction together. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. All right? I'll let you run with that and do whatever you need to do. Okay? Can I answer any other questions before I let you go on your own about, and I have a couple other questions actually. Anything else I can answer for tomorrow? We did it first day of school, but didn't quiz you on it. Nets, don't forget about those. Okay, I didn't quiz you on it, but it'll be on there tomorrow. Here you go, a couple other things just to keep you on your toes. And you don't need to copy this down, but 2 angles are supplementary. And they are in a ratio of 3 to 5. Find the angles. What's that word? Tell me. How do I treat this now? 3 to 5. One angle is 3x, the other angle. Okay. Just want to make sure we're good there. Next thing, let's say you're reading a word problem and you need to set up an equation. And it says the supplement of an angle. The supplement of an angle. And you already called the angle x. So x is equal to the angle. How do you write the supplement of the angle? Okay. Because that may appear as well. So you're going to write 180 minus x is the supplement. And what if I say the complement? 90 minus x instead, the complement of an angle. Okay? I think that's all I really needed to tell you. Any questions from you guys? Okay, I feel like I can trust you to work with people who you would like if you're not sitting next to them, but it's got to be on the review. So you have choices. Packet questions, textbook questions, whatever one you choose, make sure you and whoever you're working with has a Chromebook open to the answer key. All right, let's get moving. I'll walk around. If you want me to review anything with you, I certainly will.